All right, everybody sit where you are. Okay, let's do a little bit meditation. All right, put your hands, and if you can, thumb touch each other. Okay. All right, right hand on top. On top, yeah. Feet on the ground, be solid because you want to be connected. Upper body totally relaxed. Lower body totally relaxed. Hips totally open. Shoulders open. Breathe deeply. Relax your shoulders to make some space between your blades and the muscles and the joints. Open up the channels along your spinal cord. Open up your hips. Listen to your breath. See your breath. Smell breath, even it is bad. Make it good. Melt yourself with that breath. Breath becomes energy, penetrate, permeate into the lower abdomen, below your navel, which we call dantian, the center of energy channel, below your navel, 2 inches inside. Now consciously scan from the top of your scalp all the way to your facial muscles, to the bones, to your cervical cord, to your neck and the shoulders. Just feel the penetration. Consciously scan through your chest, your spinal cord, and your hips. If you feel any pain, just breathe into it. Consciously melt it. Let your energy, let your chi penetrate, permeate from the top all the way to the bottom of your feet. See some space, see some calmness between your thinking. If you have thinking, just let it go without dwell on it. Just like you let birds fly by, but make sure to not let birds make a nest on your head. Thoughts, ideas come in and out. Just observe. Just be present. Between the ideas and the thoughts, you have space. That space becomes longer and longer. The space becomes wider and wider. The space becomes more and more. Never ever stop your thinking, because you can't. Just let thinking go. Let your calmness take over. Let your breath become and relaxed. Continuously to breathe deeply. And slowly at your own pace. See with your mind's eye. The permeation, the penetration. Of that chi, of that energy. Feel the openness. Feel the space between your joints. Feel the space between your channels. See the space between your thinking. Open up. Some knots begin to open. Some knots become resolved. Open up from the top of your scalp to the bottom of your feet, the 7,000 channels become open, one by one, hundreds by hundreds. Breathe deeply. Feel your body again from the top to the bottom. The palms face each other. Reach your hands up all the way to the sky. Slowly breathe out. Just a feel, just a sense. Remember, always take another breath anytime. Breathe deeply, all the way. Reach your hands up to the sky. Put your hands to your abdomen. Okay, now, what do you feel? Tell me, what do you feel?
Alive, refreshed.
Alive and refreshed. Beautiful.
Still.
Still. Thumbs up. Peaceful.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Frustrated.
Frustrated.
Content.
Content. Calm. Warm. Space. Relaxed. Warm. Relaxed. Relaxed. Vibration. Oh. Busy.
Dizzy.
Dizzy.
Space.
Space. Calm. Tranquil.
Better.
Better. Relaxed. Calm. Everybody back, come on. Flow. Light. Calm. Relaxed. Calm. Wonderful. Quiet. Still. Calm. Okay, good. Still. Okay, now, so, okay, let me see. Okay, during the whole process, what happened to you?
I kept getting thoughts in my head, and I couldn't, and they would just kind of take over, and then I couldn't get rid of them. And then they would come back again, and I have no clue what they were. I just know they were there. I was very frustrated.
Yeah, that's precisely. The solution is don't even worry about it. They're there. They will be there. They'll be there for a long time. As long as you live. That's reality. So meditation is not about eliminating. It's not about eliminating. It's about presence. It's about how just let it go. What happens is if you try to eliminate, if you try to make space, if you try to do something, it's never happen. Why? Because you try too hard. You're tensed up to try. Let it go. Birds flying by, you cannot control that. Just let it fly by. Film is going to reel in your mind. Let the film reel. Let it go. Let it go. Learn how to live with that chaotic mind. Live with that kind of thoughts behind. And then see, catch, if you can, a little bit space between. Have you ever catch any space between your thinking? Absolutely. Because otherwise you'll be totally, I don't want to say that place. Even that place, still you can make some space. It is about to see the space. When you see the space, you will see more space. You will see more space. Observe. Learn how to observe instead of control. People say, yesterday I talked to this a group of people, senior citizens, and they're all Chinese. They say, well, I did meditation for 30 years, I cannot get it. My master told me this. Well, you open the door, because no, yeah, it is you open the door for yourself. Just open the door. If you're stuck over there, you close the door, there's nothing, because you're stuck over there. Open the door. Let it go. Let it go. When you open the door, the space will be automatically made. That's reality. That's reality. So never ever control yourself to do certain things, you know. Just let it go. Let the film reel. And then between the film, and then you will see space. More space. More space. More space. More space. And it's about continuously to see more and more space. And then you feel, ah, wow, what a wonderful world. I have so much space. So I am resting. Meditation is a pure rest without. That's reality. If I sleep 7 hours, I feel dizzy. I feel, headache. Why? Because I meditate. And I already had plenty of rest. People say, oh, you have a lot of energy. Yes, I am energy. I am energy. So you look like 20 years old, with all of this. Well, I'm only 30. Why you laugh at me? I am 30. I feel 30. I acted like 30. Actually, I do things like 20. That's reality. That's reality. Chronically, probably according to your age, probably I'm a little bit, maybe a little bit numbers can add up. Because I experienced the 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah. But I'm only 30. I decided from this year. So, and because it is you decide what you're going to live. I work 16 hours a day, every single day, But I meditate at least 4 hours a day, at least 4 hours a day. That's a lot of rest over there. Because every time I take meditation, even though I got up in the morning, I just slept, I still do meditation. Where's Albert? Albert said, do you do meditation every day? You sit over there every day? I say, yes, every single day. not a day less. Because that's a pure rest. Because when I sleep, just lock your mind. It's just all over the place. I climb the mountain, deep to the sea. Just my girlfriends, I never chest. Just kidding. So, and no. And you have all kinds of activities. You do, But when you meditate, it's a total pure rest. I don't control anything. I just let it go. I need more space coming out. And then you feel yourself resonated with the universe. What a beautiful world. You see more and more, and see more and more, and farther away. And then the rest of the world means nothing to me anymore. Because that's no longer important. Because we are so tiny. Because I don't even see myself. And it is about your vision, your internal channel that energy, internal vision of yourself, internal vision of the world, your connection. I see me and the universe into one. Truly, truly. Yeah. It takes time to see that. It takes time to get rid of yourself. Take time to get rid of that ego. Takes time to get rid of the quarrel. Takes time to get rid of the financial being, the social being, the status being, the political being, the human being. Just be a being. I always tell the story about let it go. Because that's the most important, is to let it go. Because when you hold it, and then you're going to be holding on forever. There's a story I translated for somebody into English, for Spanish. I don't even know Spanish. Anyhow, and then into Chinese and different languages. The story goes like this. There's a crystal river, probably Barbara has heard of it. And there's a crystal river. It's a huge crystal river. There's a bunch of beings living in this village. What do? They hold on the rocks. They cling themselves to the branches of the weeds, or sea, trees, branches. They hold down for that. Everybody in the village hold to that thing. And this young man, or young girl, or young being say, I'm going to hold this for my life. I want to let it go. The older people say, no! You cannot let it go! You're going to be dying! Because you're going to hit him by the rocks. You're going to be tangled by the weeds. You're going to tangled by the branches. You're going to choke to death. You cannot let it go. I said, okay, don't be worried. I'm not going to let it go. And he held on to it. Golly, he said, well, I'm not going to live like everybody else, like they hold them here forever. What am I living? There's no life. Just hold of these things. As he said, he accidentally let it go. Yes, the waves threw him into the rocks. And then was tangled with with the weeds. The old man was right. They were right. And all the village people were right. All these beings are right. But he didn't have a choice anymore. It's just whatever, because he cannot go back anymore. And then eventually the waves back and forth, and they released this being from the branches and lift him up, lift her up, lift that being up to the top of the water. And then the current carried him, carried her, carried that being forward. I said, wow, finally I'm free. As this being is saying, and then this, Messiah, look at the Messiah over there. And he told everybody, I'm no Messiah, I'm just one of you guys. I just let it go. I let myself go. You still hold on to it. That's all. That's the only difference. That's the story. That is true Zen story. That's a true story. So it's about let it go sometimes. When you let it go, you have space. Like when you let it go, you can resonate with the universe. When you let it go, you can expand that consciousness of your being. And that consciousness will communicate with the universe. You know, everybody heard of Einstein. Einstein worked with a lot with quantum physics. And also the father of quantum physics is who? Who is the father of quantum physics? Max Planck. Max Planck is the one found or discovered or unveiled or see Einstein's paper, because Max Planck was the father of quantum physics of modern society. And he was the #1 physics journal's chief editor. And Einstein's paper was thrown away. One day he saw it. See, they threw away, I said, this paper looks interesting. And he read more and more, and then feel his mind. It's resonate together. This is a brilliant young man. Even he disagreed, but he wanted to see this is different. So he published. He published Photon, that paper of Photon. And then because that paper eventually won the Nobel Prize for Einstein, not his relativity. Of course, relativity, the special relativity and general relativity comes later. Today, a few days ago, did you see that USA Today and all the papers at the front line? I said, wow, this is what I'm doing for all my life. It's always here. It's Einstein's doing. We just go from the different angle. He goes from the snapshot. I go from the consciousness. We work at the same thing. We see the same thing. It's not I do that, because the people have 1,000 years doing that. I'm just follow everybody's suit, see more and more revealed, more wisdom comes out, more word is discovered, it's unveiled to us in front of our eyes. That's what it's about. See, when we see more of ourselves, when we see more about our health, when we see more about our genes, when we see more about our being, the healthy being, and then we see, okay, it's not that difficult. It's as simple. It's as simple as the air. It's as simple as the sky. It's as simple as one of us. We all same thing. We all have similar ability. We're not much difference. You look like a female. I have a lot of female in myself too. We're just a little bit different, just tiny difference. That's reality. We all matter and energy. We almost think similar way, but some difference, because we look different directions. That's all. Everybody stand on different positions. If we shift that paradigm, we'll see what that person see. We'll see what Einstein see. We'll see what Max Planck see. We'll see what the lilies see. That's what it is. And we're all in quantum communication at all times. But it's just we're not realizing because we're so busy. We're busy. We don't know what we're busy about. Sometimes sit down, calm down, just like this. It's a beautiful day. We're going to take a break and come back again. Thank you. Thank you.